Hi everyone, it's Grace with Uniquely Grace Designs, and I am back here today to do some color mixing with you. I'm going to show you how to turn this crushed olive green into a beautiful light pumpkin orange. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, let's get started mixing. We're going to wind up mixing this color palette here. It's going to be a pumpkin-y, light pumpkin orange to go with these light sages and whites and off-whites. It's going to be gorgeous this fall when I decorate with it. I am going to be painting pumpkins with it, so I did want it to be more of a pumpkin-y gray than anything else. So I'm going to turn those bright pumpkins into something beautiful. I'll show you that in a different video, but let's get started mixing.
Today we're working with fresh cream, canyon orange, and crushed olive green. You will need a freezer Ziploc bag, my free printable Mixing the Perfect Color card so you can document all your recipes as you go along, and a stirring stick or spoon. Take the Ziploc baggie and turn it halfway inside out. We're going to put the paint all into one corner, so you want to really make sure that it's flat in that corner, is easily accessible to pour your paint into. Now we're going to be adding canyon orange. It is a bright reddish orange, so a little goes a long way when you have good quality paint with high pigment. Next, I close the bag and I take all the air out of it, and I use the back side of my spoon, the curved side, to mash all the paint into the corner. I twist it around the area with very little paint so that I'm not crowding the corner and there's a lot of plastic and room to maneuver the paint as I mix it with my fingers. I scrape everything into the corner again to get as much of the colors blended as possible. Now it's time to fill out Mixing the Perfect Color card. I fill out the color I desire and the paint brand I'm using, the paint colors, and then a little dot next to them with a sample of the original color. Next, I'm filling out the parts and ratios of the actual mix I'm trying out right now, which is 3 parts fresh cream and 1 part canyon. It's not quite the color I'm desiring, as it's more of a coral, so I'm going to try something new. I'm going to add a little bit of the crushed olive to neutralize that orange. Now we're back to mixing it in the corner of the bag. So flatten the bag out, get all the air out, and push the paint into the corner using the curved side of your spoon. Twist your bag a little bit, pinch it at the twist, and start mixing in the corner. This is a great way not to waste a lot of paint. Now I've written down my next color, which is crushed olive, as I started adding that in. I've written down the new formula for this color shade, and I'm taking a sample and putting it in the circle. Here's where you get to have a little bit of fun. Now that you have a couple of base recipes, if you like those, you can always go back and mix your larger amount in that color. For now, you get to keep adding different shades of different colors and different portions and ratios so that you can try to see if you can mix something that you prefer better. I don't usually make a lot of changes between my recipes if I'm trying to tweak the color slightly. I definitely don't want to make a dramatic change and then not be able to find the right color. Knowing that paint actually dries darker than it appears when wet, I know the color that I just mixed is going to be too dark. So I'm going to add some more fresh cream to lighten it up a bit. Here you can see you want to twist just where the paint isn't. and twist towards the corner. I know it seems like I'm vigorously mixing this, but remember, my video is speeded up, so you want to make sure you're gently squeezing and mushing the bag so you don't pop a hole. Now let's record my final attempt and see if it's the right color that I would like to use. I like this lighter shade, and I think it's going to be perfect for my next project. So I'm going to paint the stripe of my favorite shade across the top here.
So you caught a little glimpse of it in the video, how I turned this crushed olive green, this gorgeous medium green. Imagine if you took green olives and just crushed it up and put it into paint. That's what this color looks like when it's dry. Remember, everything darkens a little bit when it's dry. You saw how I put it in a little bit into this color scheme with the Canyon Orange, which is like a reddish orange color, and the Fresh Cream, which is a nice creamy white. So these are all Terabella paints, but you can use any color, any paint brand that has similar colors to this. So this started off with a 3-to-1, 3 white to 1 orange ratio, and then I just worked my way down, starting to add in the crushed olive. And the crushed olive grated out a bit, and it neutralized it a little bit, and I knew that was gonna work because on my handy dandy color wheel, the reddish orange is the closest I have to the Canyon right here. And if you come down the scale, look what happened to the same thing I was doing with my mix. It works, it goes straight into that. Now I didn't want super peachy, corally color, so I went across the color wheel to neutralize it a little bit and add in something down here in the cool range that will give it more of a grayish tone and help it match my decor. Now I have a lot of that light sage color, so instead of going with blue, I went with green to give it green undertones, and that way it'll coordinate really well with my light sage. All right, do you have any questions? Please leave them in the comments, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you all for joining me today. Make sure you like and subscribe, click the little bell ringer, and make sure you hit all so you can see more mixing videos, more painting videos, more DIY home decor videos. Come join me and enjoy my life, and hopefully I'll inspire you, and I would love to see your projects. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.